For decades, one name ruled the world of computer chips: Intel. Their processors powered everything, from home PCs to the world's most powerful servers. Intel Inside wasn't just a slogan, it was a promise of speed, reliability, and cutting edge tech. But today, the same company is struggling to keep up with AMD, NVIDIA, and Apple. So, how did Intel go from being the king of silicon to a company fighting for relevance? This is the rise and fall of Intel's dominance. To understand Intel's story, we have to go back to 1968. Two engineers, Robert Noyce and Gordon Moore, left Fairchild Semiconductor with a vision to build the future of computing. They founded Intel, short for Integrated Electronics. Their early success came with memory chips, but the real breakthrough in 1971 when Intel created the 4004, the world's first commercial microprocessor. That tiny chip sparked the personal computer revolution. Through the 80s and 90s, Intel became unstoppable. They fueled the PC boom, working hand in hand with Microsoft, creating what people called the Wintel Alliance, Windows plus Intel. If you bought a computer, chances are it had an Intel CPU. The 1990s and 2000s were Intel's golden age. Their Pentium processors dominated the market, setting new performance standards year after year. Their slogan, Intel Inside, became iconic, plastered on every computer box and TV commercial. They weren't just a tech company, they were the tech company. While AMD and VIA tried to compete, Intel's massive R&D budget, advanced fabrication plants, and marketing machine crushed rivals. Every new generation, Pentium, Core, I-Series, pushed the limits of computing. By the early 2010s, Intel controlled over 80% of the global CPU market. They set the pace, and everyone else followed. But dominance breeds complacency. Around 2015, cracks started to show. For years, Intel had been relying on its tick-tock development model. One generation focused on shrinking the chip, the next on improving performance. But as transistors got smaller, Intel hit a wall. They moved from 14 nanometers to 10 nanometers. Manufacturing was plagued with delays, years of them. While Intel struggled, AMD made a massive comeback with its Ryzen processors in 2017, built on smaller, more efficient 7nm architecture from TSMC. Suddenly, AMD was offering more cores, better performance, and lower prices. Gamers, creators, and even data centers started switching. Intel's "We'll catch up next year" became an industry meme. The once untouchable leader was now playing defense. Intel's problems weren't just technical, they were strategic. In the 2000s, they had a chance to dominate the mobile market, but they ignored it, believing smartphones were a fad compared to PCs. When Apple came knocking in 2007, asking Intel to help power the first iPhone, Intel said no. The project wasn't worth their time. That decision cost them billions and gave ARM-based chips the runway to take over the mobile world. Meanwhile, Intel's attempts at GPUs, AI chips, and foundry services all struggled. Their leadership changed multiple times, each promising a turnaround, but the innovation wasn't just there anymore. While Intel stumbled, the rest of the industry evolved. AMD became the gamer's favorite. NVIDIA turned GPUs into AI powerhouses, now leading the trillion-dollar AI boom. Apple, once a loyal Intel customer, ditched them in 2020 for its own M1 chip built on ARM architecture. Faster, cooler, and more efficient. Even Microsoft and Qualcomm are pushing ARM-based Windows laptops, further cutting into Intel's market share. For the first time in decades, Intel wasn't dictating the future of computing, it was chasing it. But Intel isn't giving up without a fight. Under new CEO Pat Gelsinger, Intel has launched an ambitious plan to reclaim its crown. They're investing tens of billions into new factories in the US and Europe. They've committed to becoming a foundry powerhouse, manufacturing chips for other companies, even rivals. And new architectures like Meteor Lake are designed to compete directly with Apple's M series and AMD's Zen lineup. It's a massive gamble, but it might be Intel's only chance to stay relevant in a world that's moving faster than ever. Whether Intel succeeds in its comeback or not, one thing is undeniable: Intel built the modern computing world. Their innovations shaped decades of progress, from the first PCs to the rise of the internet, but their story is a warning. In tech, even giants can fall if they stop moving forward. As we enter the age of AI and custom silicon, one question remains: can Intel reinvent itself, or is its golden era truly over?